All right, today we're going to be trying to solve the prisoner hat riddle.
Man, stop yapping and start the video.
Okay.
Whoa, what?
You and 9 other individuals have been captured by super intelligent aliens.
Hold up. What kind of race is this? You got this level of
Well, the middle guy
diversity?
is Arab, for sure.
Bro, like, what?
Green one's an Italian greaser again. 100%. 100%.
This guy, I feel like this guy right here is Mexican with
Yes,
the goatee.
yep,
With the
yep,
goatee,
yep.
we got this white chick right here with the
And
basic.
the purple one's given Polish.
No, why? Tell me why I feel
right.
like the girl on the bottom right, right here. Why do I feel like she drinks White Claws?
Because he does.
Like, why do I low-key just know that that's a white chick that drinks White Claws and has a bunch of attitude?
The light green one's just someone's little brother who they were forced to drag along with.
All, bottom left, who I think is supposed to be you in this case. Like, not
one?
you, not you, literally. Like, you.
Oh, I couldn't see them behind the mic. The red one. Small.
That's Uncle Bobby, and Uncle Bobby has had a tough life, and oftentimes Uncle Bobby likes to, do like he likes to live life on the edge a little bit.
Been captured by super intelligent alien overlords. The aliens
look so
think
intelligent to me.
humans look quite tasty, but their civilization forbids eating highly logical and cooperative beings. Unfortunately, they're not sure whether you qualify, so they decide to give you all a test. Through its universal translation.
If that's me, you can go ahead and eat me right away. You can go ahead and eat me right. I'm not passing that test. I'm not passing that test. I'm not passing that test.
Guarding you tells you the following. You will be placed in a single file line facing forward in size order so that each of you can see everyone lined up ahead of you. You will not be able to look behind you or step out of line. Each of you will have either a black or a white hat on your head, assigned randomly, and I won't tell you how many of each color there are. When I say to begin, each of you must guess the color of your hat, starting with the person in the back and moving up the line. And don't even try saying words other than black or white, or signaling some other way, like intonation or volume. You'll all be eaten immediately. If at least 9 of you guess correctly,
How many people are
you'll
there?
all be spared.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wait, so all they're doing is guessing the person in front of their hat?
No, their own hat.
Oh.
Can you think of a
1, 2, 3,
strategy
4,
guaranteed to
5,
save
6,
everyone?
No, I can't.
All right. I want to just go, like, when we think about it, I want to go back to this one, this image. Okay. So you have to guess the color of your own hat.
And all you can say is black or white. And you start at the tallest person going to the shortest. How would you know?
I think something has, the very first thing, it has to be the person in the back that does the first move, right?
Well, that was the rule, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
You gotta just listen, man.
I know, low-key, I just, like, zone out.
Okay.
Okay.
There were like 2 rules. And you didn't have either rule.
Like, what did I tell you? They eat people who aren't logical. Like,
You're cooked.
I'm legitimately cooked.
You're done.
I'm legitimately cooked. I'm getting cooked.
Legitimately, yeah.
Okay.
Season 2.
So, person in the back has to go first. Oh wait, he's gonna know what. Don't they know exactly how many of each hat there is?
No, they don't. Watch the video. Watch the video. We were both here. Where were you? Where were you for this video?
You know what? For me, we're gonna rewatch.
I'm not even gonna complain because you genuinely need it.
Following. You will be placed in a single file line facing forward in size order.
Okay, I got that.
So that each of you can see
think that's
everyone
important.
lined up ahead of you. You will not be able to look behind you or step out of line. Each of you will have either a black or a white
Just so you know, they're
hat
only black and white
on
hats.
your head, assigned randomly, and I won't tell you how many of each color there
Okay.
are. When I say to begin, each of you must guess the color of your hat, starting with the person in the back, moving up the line. And don't even try saying words other than black or white, or signaling some other way, like intonation or volume. You'll all be eaten immediately. If at least 9 of you guess correctly,
And there's
you'll
10,
all
right?
be
There's
spared.
10. 5 minutes.
Can you think of a strategy guaranteed to save?
Okay. So there's 10 of us. So the first person, but we don't know how many of each color. So like you can't even like go logically based off of like some like.
So I think you would have to say the color of the person's hat in front of you, because they just said you can only say black and white. So the only 2 words you're allowed to say.
Oh yeah, the first person says the color of the hat in front of them, gets it wrong. The rest go. Did we just solve it?
No. What?
Oh wait, no, because then more than one will get it wrong.
No, like you said, with the first person just says the wrong thing, we all get to go. It doesn't even make any sense.
I was gonna...
Like 9 of them have to get it right.
No, I was gonna say like the first person says white, second person says white, but then I realized, oh shit, like the third person now no longer knows what the color of their hat is. And
Why
everyone's getting
would
it
the
wrong.
second person not say black?
Because then they're gonna get their own color wrong. Because they can only say one thing.
Oh, they only get like 1 go through this?
Yeah, like they only get It's one go,
Okay.
and every single person gets to say one thing, and it's either black or white.
Did not know the 1 go part. I guess that makes sense. How would you know?
Otherwise, you could just do trial and error until you die,
Yeah.
or until you live.
Or I was gonna say like 2 attempts. The first one you go through and just say the person in front of you's color. And the second one you go through and actually do it.
All right, I'm gonna look and see if.
But then you would only have 8 correct ones, and you just have to guess just like kind of 50-50 on the last 2 to hope you get one of them right. But that's if you get like 2 attempts.
Wait, bro. One sec. There has to be. The first person says. You can only say black or white, right?
Yeah. And if you only get 1 try, like, it doesn't even matter if you can say other words. If you don't say the right color, like, you're cooked.
What would it even be? This person right here looks like a trumpet.
They do.
Yeah. And these 2 look like gnomes.
That one looks like an oboe or a clarinet, like the middle one.
The middle
3
one.
to the right. Near the middle, damn near. The one that looks like a goddamn clarinet.
This one?
Well,
You said-
near the middle?
You said 3 to the right, right?
To the right of where you were.
Oh. Because this one just looks like a sausage.
And that's only 2 to the right.
Well, like...
I think you go from there. I think like from
yeah,
there
I
1,
get what
2.
you're saying.
No, that's 2 from the left.
I thought you said 3 to the right.
I don't even know what
1,
I said
2,
anymore.
like
I'm just
1,
talking
2,
about
3.
this one here, the one that looks like a clarinet. In the
Okay,
middle.
we're just yapping at this point.
I don't know how to do it. What do you think, Chet?
I'm like trying to like see like even like the direction you would go with this, but I can't even think of that.
No, because like you strip don't know the color of your own hat. So do you really only have like 1 go through?
Maybe we play it, and if the start of the answer is like some like we
If it's
didn't,
multiple attempts, then
we
like
go back.
because at the very least if we have 2 attempts, like I can get it 50-50. Like I might not be cooked.
All right, let's go with it.
Each of you must guess the color of your hat, starting with the person in the back and moving up the line. And don't even try saying words other than black or white, or signaling some other way, like intonation or volume. You'll all be eaten.
You know, I'm bad at paying attention. Did they ever say anything about like there won't be more than 2 in a row of the same color?
No, they never said nothing like that.
Okay.
If at least 9 of you guess correctly, you'll all be spared.
But at the end of the day, it wouldn't even change anything because we don't know what your own color is, so you can't even tell like if there are how many in a row. I just pulled out the space
Can you
tender.
think of a strategy guaranteed to save everyone?
We'll pause it right when like if they like give us a little clue on where to go. We're gonna pause it and try to think.
The key is that the person at the back of the line who can see everyone else's hats can use the words black or white to communicate some coded information.
Yeah, but like...
So what meaning can be assigned to those words?
Wait, can
Pause
they,
it,
hold
pause
on,
it, pause it.
pause it. Can he say multiple words? Can he go like black, white, 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 black, white, black? Or
Hell
can he
no, because then he would just say the
yeah,
word
right?
of the rest of them.
So he only can say like
Okay.
one word.
Okay. The only thing I can just think of off the top of my head is saying whichever color has more, but how would the other ones even know that?
No, like what I'm thinking is like if you do get like like a second run, just say the person in front of you's color.
Oh my god. This guy says the very first person's color. Wait.
No, you're onto something because they line you up in like order of decreasing height, or maybe
So
maybe that's just so you can see the person in front of you always. That doesn't. No, that's I guess that doesn't really.
Wait. Fuck.
Decree that.
So the first guy says, I was on to something there and I lost my train of thought. The first guy says the last guy says the first guy's color. When I say first guy, I mean the guy all the way on the right.
But then once we get to the middle of the line, what does the next person say? Because then like he's already been told, and he can't say anything about the people behind him. Like he doesn't know.
Okay, I'm gonna move this up so we can see better. Okay, first guy says. He said white. But like that can't be
right now
like
he's trying to like they're saying like yo coded message. So there must be a second run through. Like it must not be just one attempt. Because otherwise, like what's the point of a message? If this is their one and only shot.
But then like if they get multiple chances, why wouldn't you just say the name of the color the person's had in front of you and then the second time around you do that?
So that might be the answer.
There's no way it's that easy.
Right. There's no way. Because that only gets you 8, and then you're still like up for chance for getting one of the last ones correct, but you can still just get both wrong. But then like if you just get 3 attempts, you could just like say the,
All right, let's listen to a little bit more of it and then.
Someone else to deduce their hat colors. It can't be the total number of black or white hats. There are more than 2 possible values. But what does have 2 possible values is that number's parity. That is, whether...
Oh my gosh. So, look, I'm sitting here acting like I know what the fuck is going on. Hell no.
What the solution is.
Like, it's going to have to do something like he's going to say, like, no, I don't even know. I thought I was on something again. Nah.
That whoever goes first will, for example, say black if he sees an odd number of black hats, and white if he sees an even number of black hats. Let's see how it would play.
So you get to communicate with other people before you start?
He did not watch the video. He did not do it.
Did you say that?
You get 5 minutes to make a plan, man. You get 5 minutes. Oh, Lord.
Dude,
The trials he puts me through.
it's like 1 a.m., bro. I don't know what's going on.
Don't even pretend the 1 a.m. is an excuse. Any time of the day, this will go the exact same way.
No, you're right. Okay. Yeah, so he'll say,
Oh my god, I'm about to leave.
he'll say black if it's an even and white if it's an odd.
Might have been the other way around, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's the operation. But like, oh, I get it, yeah. Because then the person going forward does the same thing, and then whether the number changes from odd to even, you can tell whether they had a black or white hat.
Yeah, but my thing is, wouldn't they still be guessing their own hat wrong then? Right?
I think there just has to be another round.
The hats were distributed like this. The tallest captive sees 3 black hats in front of him, so he says black, telling everyone else he sees an odd number of black hats. He gets his own hat color.
It's 1 round. And like when the first person gets there, they see there's only 2. They're like, oh shit, I have to be black. So they say black. Then the next person's like, oh, I know I'm also black because I only see 1 in front of me. So I'm black. Then the white person says, oh, there's still 1 more in front of me. There's still 1 more black, so I can't be black. Therefore, I'm white. Easy.
But that's okay.
Damn.
Yeah. First one, she gets it wrong, but you only need 9 to
have
succeed.
1 wrong answer.
Or I mean, like
Prisoner
50-50
two also
gets it
sees
wrong.
an
It
odd
doesn't
number
matter.
of black hats. So she
Wow.
knows hers is white and answers correctly. Prisoner 3 sees an even number of black hats, so he knows that his must be one of the black hats the first two prisoners saw. Prisoner 4 hears
Why is
that
he so
and
joyful
knows
about
that she
Well, I
should
mean, I
be
guess he's
looking
not
for
dying
an even
tonight,
number
so.
of black hats, since one was behind her. But she only sees one, so she deduces that her hat is...
This chick right here, that's a Karen if I've ever seen one. That is a Karen if I've ever seen one before.
Nah, she got the cut, but she's not giving the vibes.
Low key, but they all look
The
nice.
red one's
though.
giving Karen vibes, I'm not gonna lie.
No, the red one's the White Claw.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, she also gives Karen vibes. Like, I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
Why does this one look like a witch?
A lot of them do.
No, that's a good point. They're all wearing.
I guess she's
fancy
the
hats.
only one with, like, long black hair and a black hat.
Well, Loki, this one looks like a witch, but that's a dude.
But yeah, like, no long black hair.
black. Prisoners 5 through 9 are each looking for an odd number of black hats. which
Wow,
they
man.
feed, so they figure out...
We could have gotten
We
this
could have.
one.
Like, this one was actually achievable.
Now it
Or
all
it's like,
comes down to you at the front of the
Not
line.
that smart.
If the 9th prisoner saw an odd number of black hats, that can only mean one thing. You'll find that this strategy works for any possible arrangement of the hats. The first prisoner has a 50% chance of giving a wrong answer about his own hat, but the parity information he conveys allows everyone else to guess theirs with absolute certainty. Each begins by expecting...
Like if you're really sitting at a life or death like situation like this, like even as simple as that sounds, like I feel like somebody would just like the sheer pressure of the moment would make them like mess up, and like they would somehow like not like their brain wouldn't be functioning properly, and they just would get it wrong.
Definitely, because I was just thinking, like, group of 10, random people, alien spaceship, you know, none of us are coming up with that idea. It's like you have to have, like, a big enough group to where someone can just, like, come up with that idea, but then, you know, you run into the issue of just someone messing it up, you know, once you have that many people. There's just a higher chance.
odd or even number of hats of the specified color. If what they count doesn't match, that means their own hat is that color. And every time this happens, the next person in line will switch the parity they expect to see. So that's it. You're free to go. It looks like these aliens will have to go hungry. We'll find some less logical organisms to abduct.
Yeah, I was cooked for that. We were both cooked for
Why
that.
do they look like the guy from Skylanders?
I don't really know Skylanders.
The Chompies. You don't know Skylanders.
I mean, I know what they are, but wow, that was low-key a good video. There's a lot of these.
Yeah.